Yeah. Hi, everyone. John PT, Dan with Sandler Training. How we doing, Dan?
Hello.
Hello. Let's talk about the concept around attitude for a moment. And it gives me we talk a lot about attitude and the importance of it in so many different levels and layers in sales. And then I was thinking a little bit about the old adage of sort of self-fulfilling prophecies. If you think about something enough or you spend enough mental time in a spot, those things sometimes just come out of that, because that's where you're driving your attention and your focus. And I think a lot of times it's negative.
Mhm.
So unfortunately, we think about well, this isn't going to go well, or if I have that attitude of I'm not going to get anything out of it, I'm never going to be disappointed. Those kinds of things. Talk about that attitude side and how impactful it is on a salesperson.
It's funny how when we think negative, we experience negative. So,
Yes.
for example, if I think of myself as being a sickly man, for the most part, I will be a sickly man.
Yep.
So we think of those negative things, we see them, but we never really look at the other side of the coin. What if we started thinking of things in the positive? Would we see those?
Yeah.
And I believe we don't really think about that a whole lot. So there's a theory out there called the IR theory. I stands for identity, which is your inward beliefs, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
R stands for your role. And the theory goes, how you think about yourself is how you then act.
Hmm.
So, for example, if I think of myself as the world's worst father, guess what? I will act like the world's worst father. On the other hand, if I think of myself as a great dad, I will act like a great dad. And so you can apply that to any area of your life. Let's take health as an example. If I think of myself as a slob, I will act like a slob.
Yeah.
I will dress, I will eat, I will do everything a slob does. If I think of myself as a healthy person, I will start to look and act and feel like a healthy person. And so the key then is, well, how do we change ourselves? And so let me use sales as an example. Let's pretend I hate cold calling. And I say that to myself. Am I going to make cold calls? No, because I hate them. So how do I get myself to make more? Well, it's not in making myself think I love cold calling. That doesn't work. Maybe short term, but it won't work long term. What needs to happen is I need to act. I need to start making cold calls and make a lot of them. And once I do that, I find I don't hate them as much. And so I start doing it. And one last example, because I know you want to talk,
No, no,
is
you're okay.
health. If I want to lose weight, I could use willpower to make myself lose weight. But until I actually view myself as this healthy person,
Yes.
it's never going to stay off. Because once I start believing that I'm this healthy person, I start acting this healthy person, then the belief comes. So
Yeah.
I'll look at donuts or whatever and go, well, how does a healthy person eat? Do they eat donuts? No, they don't. So I stop eating the donuts because that's what I believe. Change your beliefs, actions follow.
I think there's a mind over matter element to some of what you're describing there. And I don't think we give it enough credence and understanding of how impactful it is.
Mm-hmm.
What I was chuckling about was your comment about let's pretend I don't like cold calling. I don't think most of us need to pretend.
Right. Right.
So
But the problem
that's
is because we don't like it, we won't make them.
yes.
So what if it's no longer, I no longer hate cold calls? Maybe I don't like them. See, that's better. I'd
Yeah.
rather not like cold calls than hate them.
Yes. Yes. Well, and I think exercise, as you mentioned, is another great example, because when we exercise, the vast majority of us afterwards feel much better.
Oh yeah.
We really, really do.
Yeah.
So why don't we consistently do it? Why do we have to fight our way through it so much? And it's the mentality, it's the attitude.
Well, that's a really good point. Why do most people exercise? It's because they think they're overweight. What if it was I'm exercising because I'm a healthy person?
Yeah.
Not I'm exercising because I need to lose weight. So right. So we need to focus on the positive
Yeah.
rather than the negative. It's a subtle twist or change, but man, the difference is humongous.
Very impactful. Absolutely. All right, everybody. See you again tomorrow.
Change the world.